Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Episode 28 continues now with the Pokemon Go Halloween. Merry Spooky to you all, and to all a good night. As always, when it comes to the Halloween events for Pokemon Go, it's going to be double catch candy and double transfer candy for anything and everything, which means we love reminding people about this. Any of those mega raids that are the three-tier stage Pokemon, more words than needed maybe, I don't know. But the last stage evolutions are going to get that, it's what, 10 candy a pop? Yeah. It'll be 10 candy for just catching it normally. With the event, will be double that.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you do a Pineapple Berry, which doubles the candy at that, it'll be an easy 40 candy. So, if you need help evolving any of those Mega Pokemon, not Mega Evolving, just regular evolving, or if you need to prep for any of the community days coming up.
I can think of one specific example that this is good for. Since there's Gengar raids, if you need that Ghastly candy to get a good IV Ghastly up to Gengar, now is the time, because it's expensive. If you
yeah,
free if you want to trade it, but sucks when you catch a good one in the wild. And
exactly. Plus, Gengar and Ghastly both have the Shadow Punch move for Community Day for the December Community Day, which is only a few months away. Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you want to stock up on Ghastly candy, that's the perfect time. Especially if you're just finding them out in the wild. And make sure you stock up on that Sableye candy as well. Well, it's mainly good in PvP, so it does require a lot, because that's one of the PvP Pokemon that will actually be best when it's 100% IVs. So it's going to take a lot of candy to power it up all the way. So in addition to this, if you need Meltan, you will still have to find someone with a Switch and do a trade with their do a transfer to their Let's Go account. But from there, when you do have that Meltan box, if you time it right, then you can get 2 of these Meltan boxes opened with the bonuses going on now, which will be double catch candy, double transfer for them as well. And Incense is still doubled, which means you'll get an hour-long worth of Meltan in addition to it.
Oh. Did they remove the chance for Meltan to be shiny?
There were people talking about it being removed, but if it's not still available, then that may come back once Pokemon Home integration is completed with Pokemon Go.
Gotcha.
Right now, they're doing a lot of things with the expansion pass for Sword and Shield. So they'll probably do it as a taper off time, maybe November. That way they get extra people spending their Apple or Play Store gift cards on Pokemon Home subscriptions, stuff like that. They may be trying to pull for that. So time will tell when it comes to what Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are going to pull around. The other thing going on is the Spiritomb research is back again, as it is from every year.
Oh my God, it's back again.
Just in time, thank you. In addition to it being back for the 3rd time, if you do have any leftover research from last year, you can turn it in now, and it has the chance of being shiny as well. But also this year, because it has the chance of being shiny, people are going to get more than one chance at it, so you can actually find it on field research as well out there. So you'll be able to find it at Pokestops or through the quest line that's going to automatically come through every year as it does. As always, they always bring out the spookiest Pokemon, and what's spookier than Darkrai? A dark ghost type. Or is it just dark? It's just dark. Okay, I think I made that almost mistake last time.
Who's Dark Ghost? Is that Sableye?
Yeah, that's Sableye and Spiritomb.
Okay.
And probably the most important part when it comes to the Darkrai raids is it is considered a mythical Pokemon, which means you cannot trade that Pokemon to another account, which means if you miss out on the shiny this time, then
forget about it.
You can't trade anyone for
it.
Exactly. The other thing coming out with this event is the new Galarian forms. They're introducing Galarian Yanmask, which will also evolve into a different form, which is Runegregus. Instead of Coffagregus, it's Runegregus. The exact way that it happens, we don't know for sure, but hey, we'll see that. We'll see what comes out of the Dark Tunnel now.
They also put back in Farfetch'd. Did it used to have the ability to evolve? Because I don't think it did. Okay, because they just added that in there too. Then, have you seen how you have to evolve it?
Yeah, I just evolved one earlier as well.
Okay.
And you basically set it as your buddy, jumping around. Well, no. So the other Galarian forms that were also just introduced a little bit before this event happened was Galarian Farfetch'd, which has the ability now to evolve into Surfetch'd.
Surfetch'd?
It's bringing back the fetch style these days, you know. And basically what you have to do is assign it as your buddy and then complete 10 excellent throws. Easiest way was with Giratina in raids, but now that that's gone, find some Whalmers or...
Gengar raids are happening.
Yeah.
He's
probably Mega Gengar would be one of the easy ones. That or let me check Go Field Guide, see what raids are available.
I'm just trying to think what's spawning right now that's pretty solid. Stay away from the floating Pokemon. So no Ghastly, no no was it Dusk? Not Dusclops. That's the evolved form. Dusk. What the hell's the little guy?
Duskull.
Duskull, yeah. And no Shuppet. So those are not going to be easy to do. What is though? Sableye's too small, so not great.
Yeah, just whatever you practice on. Everything else is going to be pretty tricky. But then again, that's kind of why they pushed it so fast.
Yeah.
But even from there, it's just good balls, good calls, good luck. And it just has to be an excellent throw. It doesn't have to be in a row. It doesn't have to be a curveball. You just 10 excellence, make it as your buddy. Simple as that.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mm-hmm. And Galarian Ponyta was also introduced.
Yeah. So I always want to say it's a fairy, but it's psychic.
Rapidash is fairy psychic.
Okay. That must be where I'm getting it from then.
Yeah. Well, that's that was part of the complaint when they first teased just Galarian Ponyta by itself when it was coming out for the Switch, that it was just psychic, and they were like, how is this such a majestic thing, practically a unicorn, not
how is this
fairy
cotton
type?
Candy unicorn not a fairy?
Exactly. But no, Rapidash is the unicorn, which makes it the fairy type.
Fine.
The event had ended for the Crown Tundra Expansion event for the 23rd ended at 6 p.m. PST time. And that's when the Halloween event rolled out, which means there's the chance, we're not sure exactly, whether Galarian Ponytail was taken out of raids or whether it will mainly be shifted over to eggs now. Because I know a lot of people were all hype and getting out there, hitting those Ponyta raids.
Yeah, I got one today at work. I can see like 3 gyms from my desk.
Nice.
And I texted Laura, and I was like, "You still awake?" She said, "Yeah." Like, boot up Pokemon. Then she texted me back and said, "I already have a Farfetch'd." I said, "I know. I'm going to invite you to a Ponyta raid," and I had to like text talk her through how to get. She's like, "What am I doing?" I was like, "Just accept the invite. It'll be over here." So we ended up knocking it out and getting it.
Nice.
But yeah, we both got one this morning.
You got your My Little Ponyta.
Yes.
So Galarian Farfetch'd has been 7-kilometer eggs, so with this we'll probably introduce Galarian Ponyta into 7-kilometer eggs as well.
I would imagine.
The other thing they announced was Alolan Marrowak will have a special raid day.
Oh, I did see that.
And that will actually be when I save my information right. Alolan Marrowak Raid Day will be a special Halloween. A Halloween event.
Okay.
So it'll be Saturday, October 31st, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Alolan Marrowak will take over all the raids, take over all the gyms, and they will be spawning. It should be for the 4 or 5 hour time frame as they used to be, because these were the big raid events that they've had every year or so. 2020 being the way that it was, they weren't as prevalent. So this is the times when people would form up their raid groups, start carpooling, or make sure you have a precise pinpoint strategy. In my rural location, sort of rural, yeah, we would be able to hit 34 raids over the course of the 5 hours, and that would be driving nonstop. Well, not nonstop, but we drive to the raid, and then when everyone's in the catch phase, we drive to the next one. A lot of fun situations with that when the driver is so intense with it that they're just speeding around. They've already gone through all the maps and everything, correctly GPS'd it, knows all the routes for everything. So they've even factored in the traffic during that time frame too. But basically what we're saying here is during the Alolan Marrowak Raid Day, the previous ones, they gave us 5 free raid passes. Whether that'll happen again, we don't know for sure.
I would have to think it would. Otherwise,
it's a possibility.
But you know, it's Niantic, so
yeah. If you don't play the previous day, then you'll have an extra one from that, and you'll also get your free remote raid pass that Monday as well. So yeah, we'll see. The other part of it, though, almost forgot. Alolan Marrowak will get a special move called Shadow Bone. It'll cost 45 energy. It'll be similar to it'll deal 80 damage for the cost of 45 energy, and it'll have a 20% chance to lower the target's defense by 1 stage. So it's one of those ghost debuffs that isn't Shadow Ball. So you might be able to fire it off a little more, or you might have a little more strategy, because Alolan Marrowak, damn it, I gotta stop saying this name. is already pretty defensive at that. So if he can beat down the other opponent's defenses, that means it's going to last longer. Simple as that. And its shiny form is out there, so if you still need a shiny for some reason, it's out there.
That would be me. I still need one.
You didn't get one during GoFest? That was one of the few that I did get from GoFest.
Maybe I did. Now I forgot about it was a GoFest.
Yeah, I got 3 from GoFest.
Good googly.
But then again, I only got like 12 shinies throughout the 2 days. So
really, that's it.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with it. I relied on the incense too much, I guess. That or the Go Plus failed me a lot. I don't know. Huh?
Which it will do. I couldn't find mine at the time, so I didn't use it.
Probably better off. Coming up this week will be the Catch Mastery Ghost Day. Ghost-type Pokemon will be spawning more prevalently, and you'll have to throw better catches during this time with ghost types. So they're the ones all wavy, spooky-like. So it's going to be... It's definitely going to be interesting to see how many people are able to get these extra bonuses that are happening. I believe there's going to be a timed research associated with it, so you'll be able to complete extra stuff from there. Drifloon will basically be like a spotlight hour almost for Drifloon, so You'll get that chance at that golden balloon. Just make sure you keep an eye out for your kids, because Drifloon have been known to take them into the afterlife. Bit of Pokédex lore for you.
Yeah, for real. Can you imagine? Where's my baby? Oh my God, there he goes. They take him out of hand and they go drift away to the afterlife. The Pokemon world is terrifying if you think about it like in reality.
Oh yeah, tenfold.
And if some of the stuff that that happens in game that you kind of don't think about is real, like you can hatch a ghost out of an egg.
Yeah. You can also hatch an egg out of an egg.
Yeah. But like if you hatch a ghost, because Ghastly lore is like they were once Pokemon.
Yeah.
Was it always a Ghastly? Or did it die in incubation and your stillborn egg is now a Ghastly? Like, what does this mean?
I would say if a ghost is reproducing with a ditto of some sort, or whatever way that ghosts may reproduce, I don't know exactly, you can kind of see it as like broken code maybe, where it's basically it's doing it with the ditto, so it tries to breed its original form, but the original form is corrupt and dies in the egg, but it still hatches, and then poof comes the rotten egg of a Ghastly. So it's still stillborn, but it's working with the information that it has.
I'm gonna need to talk to the Pokemon company. Get them on the phone. Get them on the phone. Bring them in.
I would love to see some of the Pokemon theories, the theorist people talk to the Pokemon company and get actual answers if they're able to just get confirmation on whether all of this stuff lines up and everything.
I just want to know more about the Pokemon War. Like, they mentioned it in I don't think they've really talked about it recently. I think they've kind of. Bye. We'll come. Don't cut this out.
Sorry about that.
Hey.
Still dying though.
Yeah, once the second call hit, I was like, oh, nope, he's done.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
That should be like, God is real. Evolution is a myth. It's not fake. We were created. Really? Then how come every once in a while does my body almost die when I'm drinking water? Like, he didn't program that right?
That's natural selection.
I guess so.
Yeah, natural selection. We'll leave it with that.
Sure.
But yeah, the Pokemon War, I think they do a lot of alluding to things in the Pokemon series.
Yeah.
Which is both nice, but it kind of comes down to like the whole thing where they say, when in writing or planning, show, don't tell. So it leaves things open for more mystery or allows for people to actually discover it on their own.
To fill in their own blanks.
Yeah, exactly. So part of me wants clarification, part of me loves hearing all the different tie-ins.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I don't even need
explain it a lot better.
I just need some information, like what were the warring nations? That would be nice. Because in the original, what war, like what areas do they allude to? Did they ever just not? Did they mention anything else beyond Kanto? I don't remember. It's been so long.
But my guess is Pokemon War would be like any other war where they basically use the Pokemon as the means of fighting. So the Pokemon were used as the infantry or used as the cannons of sorts. So that would be pretty cool. Like seeing each type on each different type of field.
That would be dope.
Yeah. But then again, it brings in a darker feel that the Pokemon Company doesn't really want to acknowledge.
Too adult at that point.
Yeah. And technically speaking, the dark type Pokemon are called the evil type Pokemon in Japan.
Oh.
So it translates to dark type for us, but it's called the evil type there. So there's a few things that I think different cultures may not understand, and so that's why they keep things so basic or plain.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that they do keep hidden in the background are sometimes a combination of different mythologies or symbolisms that wouldn't exactly be a straight one-for-one, okay, Solgaleo is a main component in alchemy that utilizes the sun and steel, but it's also based off of another legend as well, tying the two together, so it then becomes its own thing of Solgaleo, and yeah. That's why they had the Dialga and Palkia, time and space, and then Giratina was the altered world, or the outside world.
The afterlife, the afterworld, or whatever you want to call it. The great beyond.